reading Wikipedia. I'm going to read the United States bombing of the Chinese embassy in Belgrade. On May 7, 1999, during the NATO bombing of Yugoslavia, Operation Allied Force, 5 U.S. Joint Direct Attack Munition guided bombs hit the People's Republic of China embassy in the Belgrade district of New Belgrade, killing 3 Chinese journalists and outraging the Chinese public. According to the U.S. government, the intention had been to bomb the nearby Yugoslav Federal Directorate of Supply and Procurement. President Bill Clinton later apologized for the bombing, stating it was accidental. Central Intelligence Agency Director George Tenet testified before a congressional committee that the bombing was the only one in the campaign organized and directed by his agency. This cold air. And that the CIA had identified the wrong coordinates for a Yugoslav military target on the same street. The Chinese government issued a statement on the day of the bombing stating that it was a barbarian act. A little bit more reading. In the days prior to the bombing, an attack folder labeled Belgrade Warehouse 1 was circulated for command approval. The folder originated within the CIA and described the target as a warehouse for a Yugoslav government agency suspected of arms proliferation activities. In this form, the strike was approved by President Clinton. It is unclear if other NATO leaders approved the strike. A report by the French Ministry of Defense after the war stated that the part of the military operations were conducted by the United States outside of the strict framework of NATO, and that a dual attack command structure existed. NATO had no authority over the B-2 stealth bombers that carried out the strike. According to the CIA account, the target was checked against no strike databases, but these raised no alarms. These are lists of protected sites such as schools, hospitals, and places of worship. The Joint Observer Politiken Investigation later reported its journalist had interviewed various NATO and U.S. officers who had checked the databases the morning after the attack and found the embassy listed at its correct location. On the night of May 7th through the 8th, the strike was carried out by bombers of the United States Air Force's 509th Bomber Wing flying directly out of Whitman Air Force Base, Missouri. The bombers were armed with JDAM GPS-guided precision bombs, but the geographic coordinates provided by the CIA and programmed into those bombs were those of the Chinese embassy 440 Mike, 480 yards away. 440 Mike being 440 meters. At around midnight local time, 5 bombs landed at the location indicated, striking the south end of the embassy almost simultaneously. The embassy had taken precautionary measures in view of the ongoing bombing campaign, sending staff home and housing others in the basement, but the attack still resulted in 3 fatalities. Xiao Yuan, who worked for the Xingzhou news agency, and Zhu Jingzhu, and his wife, Zhu Jingying, who worked for Guangming Daily, and 27 injuries. In this Wikipedia article, which hopefully I remember to post below, it goes on to give other parts such as the Chinese reaction, official investigation and reporting in the aftermath, more investigations, the Amnesty International report, the future of the location, and the references and external links. So there we go, kiddos. Read on.